YouTube, listen up. We got my man Fernando in the building. All right, came all the way from LA. Ventura, that's like past LA?
No, before LA.
It's before LA, okay? It's before LA. But he came all the way out, drove by himself though. Come on now. When does somebody really just take the dedication to ride by themselves to get here? You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. Today in this video, I'm basically gonna do like a curly high top fro thingy. It was like blended, but you'll see, okay? I'm gonna show you how it's done. Fernando, anything you wanna say?
No, I'm all good.
We out. Peace.
HustleDreamProduction.
Alright you guys, so the first thing you want to do before you start cutting is start laying everything down, but also get familiar on how the hair is growing. Pick the hair out. You want to see how the hair naturally lays. So now that I have everything laid the way I want, I'm using my babyliss skeleton trimmers to set in the bald line. Now I'm setting in this bald line, I'm gonna drop it back to the occipital bone. The reason why I wanna drop it back is because I'm doing a drop fade and I wanna give this fade a different style, a different look. You wanna get creative on how you set in your blends. That way other people could, you know, be wild about like, hey man, where'd you get your hair cut? You always wanna give that wow factor when it comes to, you know, putting a style to your blends. So right now, using my Oster's fast feeds. Wow, man, I ain't said that in a long time. I'm using my lever open. All my OG subscribers know that these were the clippers that, you know, I lived and died by these clippers. So right now, I'm going up about a ½ inch, making sure I keep it consistent all the way through. I feel like the fast feeds give a softer blend, so you know, I wanted to go back to them, even though, you know, with this day and age everybody is using cordless clippers. Sometimes you just got to go back to the roots, man. Just because it has a cord doesn't mean that, you know, it's trash or that you even stop using it, man. These cord clippers have a lot of power, so don't sleep on them. So now I got on my one guard with the lever open. I'm going up about a ½ inch, same thing, making sure I don't go all the way up to the parietal ridge. I'm just kind of keeping that same width all the way around, making sure I keep it consistent as possible. So now putting on the 2 guard with the lever open, I'm basically going up and scooping out. I'm not necessarily setting in the guideline, I'm just debulking, getting off that area at the top of the parietal ridge. So right now I'm gonna grab my Andis cordless masters and just freehand the side of the hair, making sure that I get that box type of look that I'm going for. Yeah, man, it's just about shaping at this point. So I always like to go back with the same 1 guard with the lever open and kind of in a flick out motion clean up that area between the 1 and the 2. Now this will come in handy if you guys have a like 1.5 guard, but I don't have a 1.5 guard. I really don't even like using it. I always just think the flick out motion is quicker than just having the 1.5 guard, but you could it's whatever works for you. This is just what works for me. Now putting on the 0 guard closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that middle line. Remember to start below the line and flick to the line, all right? Right now, I'm just working right on that area. As you can see, I'm not really taking it up. I'm just, keeping that flick out motion right there in the center of that middle line. So if you need to go up, remember, adjust your lever. Now with the lever fully closed, in a flick out motion, flick out that bottom line. The same thing you did with the 0 guard closed is the same thing you do with that bottom line. You're only playing in that realm of the bottom line. And if you need to go up a little bit more, remember, adjust your lever. Now sometimes I like to put my lever in the middle and kind of soften up that bottom line. If that's what you feel more comfortable doing, do that. All right, but me, I just like to get right to it and just close the lever and then just work as I go along, adjusting my lever. So right now I'm using my babyliss shavers to basically make the bottom half razor bald. Now this makes the haircut a lot cleaner, especially when the bottom half looks like you've shaved it with a razor. But let me throw this out there, not all African Americans can do this. You gotta kind of, you know, be careful on which texture of hair you do this to, because this can cause your clients to be irritated, could cause bumps. So depending on how coarse the hair is, I wouldn't recommend using this on, you know, the coarse hair. Alright, so like I say with every haircut, detailing is key. Alright, it separates you from every other barber, is how well you're able to do detail work. Right now I'm using my corners and I'm flicking out, debulking in areas, and this is something that really can't be taught. This is something that, you know, comes with like just what you see. It just comes with that artist's eye, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like drawing. Like a lot of people, if you're familiar with, like, you know, drawing or whatever, when you draw, it's the details, it's them little details that you could put in that other people won't put in. So remember, detailing is key. Practice makes perfect. Don't think that, you know, it comes overnight. This stuff, you know, it happens with repetition. So when it comes to the front line, I like to bring down those baby hairs with my comb and basically just take the one guard with the lever closed and just knock those little hairs down. What that does is it prevents you having to take the liners and cut through all of that bulk, and plus it just makes everything look cleaner. So right here, I'm gonna take my shears and kind of do some detailing at the top. Listen, let me tell you why they call me 360. When they sit in my chair, I spin them in the full 360, and they come out looking like,
damn, son, where'd you find this?
YouTube, this is the cut. And if you like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Also, HustleDreamProduction, that's my brother. He does all my beats. His YouTube channel will be linked in the description below. Also, if you want to know where you can find any tools that you've seen in this video, links will be in the description below. Otherwise, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My Snapchat is Jeezy360 and my Instagram is 360Jeezy. But it's your boy 360Jeezy, and I'm out of here.